Everybody, welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. My name is Gazy, host of the Outlet Podcast, and you can catch my content all here on YouTube. I do comic book stuff, I do movie stuff, I like to talk about my faith as a Christian, and that is on my Solely and Holy vlogs here on this channel. I love to talk about anime and manga because I love anime. Anime is what brought me into comic books. So that's what I'm mostly about, you guys. So today what I want to do is actually talk about a movie experience I had, which I loved, not Dawn of Justice, because my rant on Dawn of Justice was a glorious rant, but and that's available on my channel. All you got to do is just look up Dawn of Justice, and yeah, that was really fun. I'll put the link in the description. So today what I want to talk about is watching Force Awakens. Okay, you guys, that was amazing. Force Awakens was so awesome. They did such a great job. Thank you. If you were involved in making Force Awakens, thank you very much. I was unbelievably happy. It was a pleasurable experience. It was really cool, very fun. I was so happy watching the movie. And there may be spoilers in this, so I'll let you know if I'm coming up on one. But I just loved it. The main point of the movie was concluded. That's something that I loved. A lot of the undertones and other stories, the subtle subplots in the movie were awesome. The subplots in the movie, everything was touched upon. Who Kylo Ren was, and I didn't know. I think Finn is just a hero. Like, I just think he's I don't think I would love for him to be a Jedi, but I don't think that's his main. I think he's just a hero. I think, and Poe too. Poe is awesome. My gosh. Like, being able to fly the way he did. I think they wanted someone to be able to fly, because in space you need a space vehicle. So I think they needed someone to fly, but that wasn't going to step on Han Solo's shoes or disrespect the Millennium Falcon. So that was very, very, very cool. So they did a lot of stuff that was great, and they did a lot of stuff that was right. I think they did more right stuff than they did for Dawn of Justice. And I think that comes with movie maturity. Now, however, if you're spending hundreds of millions of dollars on a film, maturity doesn't matter. Money is talking. Regardless if you've learned from films in the past, money should be the impetus for you to produce proper content, regardless of if you have the film experience or not. For Dawn of Justice and Batman v Superman, they've never brought those two characters together. So it was a brand new experience. So I understand there might have been some irregularities. So with that all said, because I loved it, go watch it. Walmart. I'm not paid by Walmart to say this, but the last time I checked, they had a deal that was like Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, $20. So that's not too bad. And I didn't go to theaters to watch a movie before, so I came out winning, kind of. So what I want to talk about today is Rogue One, and how Rogue One is all of a sudden like Star Wars 3.5. Okay, so apparently if you look at the Star Wars timeline, in the 90s, early 2000s, I guess, they were doing Star Wars, episode 1, 2, and 3. And we saw Anakin grow up, and Jar Jar Binks, and, killing the underlings, and Darth Vader's growth. We saw that. Whether you guys acknowledge it as canon or not, that's all up to you. But Rogue One is an in-between story. It's a 3.5. This is a Lion King 1.5. Now, it's not going to be bad, like Lion King 1.5, but it's so. I feel like they're like, okay, forget about Jar Jar Binks, forget about the pod racing, forget about Qui-Gon Jinn, forget about Darth Maul. I don't want to. That's my biggest problem. I don't want to forget because that was real. It was true. Regardless if you want to acknowledge it or not, that was true. And it was canon. Just like the books were. Now, they can tell me flat in my face, Gazy, the books, all the Star Wars books, they're not a part of the universe anymore. That's not right. That's not right. Now, I'm not saying that they need to be part of the movies. I don't need to see a lightsaber connected to a cable. I don't need to see various other different types of lightsabers. I don't need to see these things. However, don't ISIS the history. When I say ISIS the history, I mean destroying ancient Babylonian art and museums, like destroying these museums with all these artifacts and statues. Now, I don't care about ancient Babylonian mythology or the gods or anything like that. That's all pagan to me. However, it's history. It's history. I don't care about the Scientology building at all. I don't give two farts for the Scientology building. But I'm not going to ask for that building to be taken down because it's history. We can't forget our history, regardless if you believe things or not. So it's like you take away the books. Those books were canon. Those books mean something to all of these fans who, regardless if you make, I don't know if you're gonna make fun of them. They're all fat. They all have all the guys have Cheeto fingers, Mountain Dew breath with ponytails and like wolf t-shirts that they get at flea markets, wolf t-shirts or wizard stuff. I don't care what you have to say about the fans. It's not about them spending the money. It's about that at one point that content was true. Now all of a sudden, because you want to monetize, you want to change the perspective, you want to change the company culture, you want to change the ideas and the mindset to something different, that doesn't make sense anymore? No. Just don't forget. Like, I can't forget as much as other fans can't forget. This was real. And people were happy because of it. That's why I feel most betrayed, and I feel that most fans will be most betrayed. Now, are there fans who are hardcore Qui-Gon Jinn, Star Wars 1, 2, and 3 fans? Are there hardcore ones? Yeah, I think there are, honestly. My personal opinion is that, yeah, there are. Have I found any? No. But at one point, when they were announcing these films, people were going crazy. And their hearts were filled with joy. Fathers were excited. They wanted to share the experiences that they had with their kid when they were kids. They want to share it with their kids. Now all of a sudden, it's not canon. No. Guess what? No. It is canon. It is canon. It's just you don't want to acknowledge it. So, Rogue One, I don't think is gonna bastardize the other films. I don't think it's gonna take away. I don't think it's gonna take away. I don't think it's gonna make too much mention. I think it's mostly about how did they get the Star Wars? How did they get the Death Star's plans? So that's fine. It's just these brought up a lot of feelings of mine that I felt were just wrong, and I wanted to talk about them. How do you feel about the Star Wars books? How do you feel about episodes 1 through 3? Are you excited for Rogue One? I definitely am. Force Awakens made me so happy. Everything was properly done, and now I feel that you don't have to bring back certain characters anymore, because everything was given a bookend. And if there are characters that have bled through, it's fine, because now they have new roles and new stuff. And Luke is a hero. Finn is Luke, except not Jedi. That's what I love. He wants to be a hero. He wants to be someone who does good. And that's what I love about Finn. So John Boyega, if you were watching this, I want to tell you thank you very much for the film. You did a great job, and you really you make that was awesome. I want to be a hero just like John Boyega was. So, mad love. My name's Gazy, host of the Outlet Podcast. Comment in the description below. I'm about to get some Chick-fil-A. Peace, connect, and recharge. May the force be with you always.